YouTube, what is up? Welcome back to the freaking channel. So I'm going to have something very special for you guys today. I'm going to have somebody in the video with me because we are going to do something awesome. So in this video, I'm going to go over some of the questions I get asked with owning the Lamborghini. Is it practical? How much does maintenance cost? What's it like? What kind of fuel mileage? I have no idea. I've never checked. There's a lot of things we get asked, and one of them is one of the most common ones is it practical to own a Lamborghini? I would say yes, because I have 35,000 miles on this car. Is there a lot of room in it? We rally with this thing with two people, my wife and I, for like 4, 5, 6 days at a time. And this is literally what my frunk looks like all the time. And then I've got a bag that fits over top. One thing that makes a huge difference in these cars is if you replace the factory seats, you gain all this room, which isn't a lot of room, but you can put a bag in there. But when you're using these cars and driving them a lot, look at, there is no room here. There's literally none. You can't even put a folder in there. So when you pop this forward, when you pop that forward, there's nothing. This lays flat. This is from Walmart. This is a cup holder. Plastic trays that sit back on the ECU. The ECUs, so the computers sit underneath there, and there's little flat spots. So I put trays in there, and you can put a lot of belongings. So is this car practical? Yeah, totally practical. One of the things when you're rallying that you may not take into consideration, if you start losing fluid or if you have an issue come up, and oh God, let's make sure this is clear. Oh man, look at that. Okay, so one of the things I did to make this car way easier to actually go drive and to actually put like a lot of miles on is this. So I took these panels off. The factory car has panels all over. All this is covered. Everything's covered. So if you need to, maybe get to your power steering fluid, which is right there, you can't. You can't get to it. You can't check it without taking the panels off. Obviously, the oil, you can check the oil here. One of the things I had some issues with early on was my clutch. And I lost my clutch pedal on our way to like 5 hours away. There's a bleeder that has a 10 millimeter to bleed the clutch. Well, what had happened was, I don't know if we got an air pocket in there, water, whatever we got in there, but we lost the clutch pedal. We were able to get to it because there's a ton of room for turbos. We're gonna go put this car to use. All right, so we have to customize the rack a little bit by putting some Lambo Dad action on there. But guess what? Someone's here. Hello?
1 second.
All right, Bud's here. Do you think it'll fly off?
There's a good chance.
Just from the SeaSuckers. The rack is stuck to the SeaSuckers.
But the SeaSuckers are stuck to vinyl.
Correct.
So if the vinyl fails, the whole rack goes.
All of it.
Right.
Everything. And hopefully it's going fast enough that it just clears the way. Yeah, it probably will.
It might even launch off it a little.
That would be fine, as long as it
Or
doesn't.
turn it to dust. I mean, there's so many options.
If it catches on the wing, though,
Well,
and lodges in there.
Then you don't lose it.
True. We don't have a lawsuit when it goes through a window.
Should we put a tether on it?
Where do we tether it to? We don't want to wreck anything else.
Well, yeah, but then we can at least reel it back in when it flies off.
I mean, it's not the worst idea ever, right?
I mean, surfers have tethers on,
Yes,
surfboards. I mean,
I have a tether from a paddleboard.
I wouldn't put it on your ankle.
No,
But we
but
could tie it somewhere to the car.
yeah, but we'll put it on yours because
Perfect.
you're taller.
Yeah, it only makes sense.
All right, so I think we're getting close here.
Yeah. It looks aerodynamic.
How many pumpkins do you think? So do we just load this thing up with pumpkins? My thoughts were, what if we put them like...
Everywhere.
Yeah, but this is probably enough. Should we load this with pumpkins and then go park at Agave and eat?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. best news ever. Pumpkin pricing has gone down 50% because it's Halloween. Check this out, $2. Oh, see, the big dogs are $4. Any of these are $2. These are nice pumpkins.
I feel like
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. I mean, 30-ish. They're on there still, I think.
where we can see the car.
Oh, because the front spots are taken. Dang. So when did this get so busy? Okay, now we just need that car to move. It's been like a 30-minute parking here. We do have this spot locked down now, if we need it. People are looking at us like we're insane. Did you know that?
Which is accurate.
That is true, yeah, I suppose.
What do you think, Wheeler?
I think it's going to be perfect.
Yeah?
Yeah, I would say. So do you think we put the free pumpkin sign on this side or on that side?
Probably on the curb side?
That side?
Yeah, unless we want to write it on both sides.
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't want people standing in traffic getting their pumpkins.
So
Now we just wait.
now we wait. Now we're going to eat.
Chip and me mates, they might be having some fun.
Probably smart.
So
Are you going to take one though?
which pumpkin do you think I should take, and should I pose for a photo
you
while
gotta
I'm
pick
doing
the
it?
best one.
I'll
You
pick-
get
I'll
first
get
choice.
to pick the best one.
Yeah, dig deep. There's good ones on there.
Dig deep for the best ones. You know, I like this lassie here.
That's a good one.
She's got earth all over her, written all over her, and a straight stem.
I definitely wasn't going to take the highway.
I didn't think so, but do it for the gram.
Do you think they'll fall off if we launch it?
There's a good chance.
Do you think if I launch it and he fall off?
Yeah, I think so.
You think that guy's nice?
Yeah. Dude.
That left some marks. What happened? We slipped out. All right, guys, we are back. We are back. We've still got some pumpkins to get rid of, so we will get rid of the rest of those this afternoon, this evening. We will give the rest of them away. But I want to finish this video up with a little more, a little more actual talk about the practicality of a Lamborghini. So when I bought my car, and I've done some videos about this before. We've touched on this topic before, but when I bought my car, it was definitely out of kind of my comfort zone of what I could afford. I couldn't afford to just buy it outright in cash, and I really don't, especially if you're gonna keep the car. Obviously, it's not great to pay a bunch of interest. You can finance these cars. The older they get, there's some places that will finance them still, but it is a little tougher to finance them. So you do need to put some money down, is what I would recommend doing. The way I looked at it is when I bought it is I wanted to put enough cash down on the car that when I go to sell it, or if I needed to get rid of it because I couldn't afford it, or if something came up, I wouldn't lose money. I wouldn't be upside down on a loan. So that was a big thing for me when I was purchasing it. So that was not practical to me, to just write a check. Hey, I'm balling, I got the money. I did not. I had my Maserati at the time, and I was going to sell that so that I could buy this, and then this came up, and then I had to sell that, and then I didn't sell it right away. So long story short, I financed a lot of it, like half of it, a little over half of it. I financed. I got a good rate, and obviously you don't want to pay a bunch of interest because paying interest is not financially a good move, but if it meant me getting the car, it was worth it to me. And then I knew at any given time, as long as I kept the car in good shape, which I did not, that I could get out of the car, I could get my money back, and I would be ahead of the money I put down, if that makes sense. So to me, that was it was totally worth it, what it's done for just my circle of people that I've hung out with, the people it's gotten me in front of, the credibility it builds. Obviously, if you're a dirtbag, having a Lamborghini is not going to make you a better person, but when you take the cars and you use them for like good, there's some extremely sweet benefits to having one. Not to mention, I love talking to people. I love getting around people. I love the conversation it brings up at the gas station. So to me, that's been the biggest number one thing about the car that I enjoy. So, is it a practical car to have? To me, yeah, 100%. We take it all over the place. Is it my daily driver? No, absolutely not. You need to be able to have something that you don't have to rely on driving, especially, I'm in the Midwest. It gets cold here. It snows here. Yes, we take it out. We have fun in the snow with it. Am I driving it 100 miles in the snow? Absolutely not. It's not good in the snow. It's rear-wheel drive. We have snow tires, but it's still not good in the snow. So, to me, it's practical. Does it make sense? Not always. Is it a good sound investment the way I've taken care of it? And you know, kind of, I put a lot of miles on it. So it wasn't, in a lot of people's mind, a solid investment. For me, totally. Absolutely. It's the number one thing. I don't regret any single part of ever buying that car. So, that's my 2 cents. And with that, I don't know. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. What else you gotta do? Hit the like. Let me know what you want to see on top of the car next time. And I'm out. Peace.